Awesome. Vixen. And do you all want to map it all? Do you want me to pull down the map? Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maria Frisocco. I'm Sophia's Nonna. I'm very delighted to be here today to tell you about my experience in immigrating to America. Can you imagine I was only 9 years old? The same age as you when I came to live with my aunt, uncle, cousins in Dedham. The year was 1949. I traveled on a ship alone because my mother could not accompany me. And here is the story why she couldn't. Sorry.
They all know what it feels like to perform, right?
I can't get the page. Yeah. My mother was born in Portland, Maine. She was an American citizen, but her parents took the family back to Italy, where she was 1 year old. She settled in Calabria, Italy, where she met my dad and got married at the age of 17. She had my brother and me. I traveled on a ship alone because my mother gave a vote in the town and lost her citizenship papers. Then a law came out that if you had a daughter born in the year 1940, she could come to America as a United States citizen. My mother thought that if she sent me to stay with my dad's brother and wife and family, that they would feel compassion towards her and would let her follow me. But that wasn't the case. It took her 4 years before we could be reunited again. Therefore, she paid a lady to take care of me on the ship. It wasn't much fun being on a ship for a couple weeks. I often got seasick. One day I was playing ball on the deck, and I bounced the ball overboard, and I ran to chase it, and luckily for me, somebody grabbed me and stopped me from falling in the water. When I arrived at Ellis Island, first I had to go through customs and be checked out thoroughly for foreign objects on my body. I got a clean bill of health, thank God. I was met by my uncle and aunt, my dad's brother and sister-in-law, and my mother's 2 sisters from New York. They were all happy to meet me. And then we went straight to Macy's, and my aunt dressed me from head to toe. They took me to have lunch, and then we headed back to Dedham. When I arrived at their house, I was met by my cousins and the family dog. They were so kind and generous to me that I fell in love with my new extended family. I was blessed and very fortunate to have loving relatives. My aunt enrolled me in the Avery School in East Dedham, where I was placed in the 1st grade. Because I didn't speak any English, let me tell you, it was pretty hard for me the first couple months. The children would make fun of me and call me names. Talking about bullying, the only way I could get revenge was by scratching them. Well, guess what? My aunt was called to school by my teacher. She had to explain to her that the reason I did that was because they wouldn't let me go on the jungle gym bars, and they would laugh at me and treat me like an outcast. Well, I had a very happy ending. I love living in America. I am always thankful for having the opportunity to better myself and live a life of freedom and speech. God bless America.